Hi there! Welcome to the new tutorial of Group B IT 172 Emerging Technology students. So the tutorial for today is on how to view map coordinates in a map. So basically, we stored the coordinates of our map in the database. So now we are going to start our project. So we create a new Java application project. We click next, and then we're going to rename or make a project name. So our project name is GB tutorial. And then next, after that, after our project is made, since our coordinates is in the database, we're going to use Hibernate to get those. So we configure our Hibernate, and then we select our data source. So in the database connection, we click that and we establish a new database connection. And then our driver, we are going to change our driver into MySQL connector. Afterwards, when we click that one, we click next. And afterwards, we fill in the host, the database, the username, and our password. So for the database name, we are using the database Renaissance. And when we click test connection succeeded. And then we're going to click next. So we'll go back there, and afterwards we click finish. Okay, so you have the table map coord, and we're going to add the table, or add all the table, because we're using that table. And then we're going to click finish, or yes, we added one. And as you can see, it's already selected table, and we're going to click finish. Okay, next one is we're going to map our POHO. So we click that one, and we just provide the package name. Our package name is entity, and we click again finish. Okay, and then final stage is we're going to get the Hibernate util, and then the same also, we need also to provide package, and when we click finish. So as you can see over here in the side, so we have the entity, our GB tutorial, and the util. And then next is in our main project, and the main public static void main, we're going to put our frame. So I have there I created here a frame, and then I set the visible, the size, and then I set the resizable false so that it cannot be resized. And then afterwards, as you consider the J frame, it has a red underline underneath, and then so we need to find our imports. And then since I have here what's the meaning of this, later you will find out. So when we click that one, I made a panel so that this panel is, I will put my image on this panel, and I will put this panel to my frame. So I need also to declare all my variables, and to declare the variable site, the variable map, and everything over there. So the dimension, size, image, map, and afterwards I just need to find all the imports. So clicking the error on the side, so it will import like that. So back. So as you can see here, I need also to import my image icon. So my image is this overview.jpg. So I will be putting this image in the default package. So you can put that image in the src folder, or you can also put that image, paste it directly on the default package. Okay, next is I will be making another Java class. And in my Java class, the name of my class is the get coordinates, and I click finish. So primarily, here is my Java class. So what I will be putting there is I will put there the public static int get area, wherein it will get the coordinates. This segment, code segments, will get the coordinates from the database. So as you can see here, the session, I create the session, the transaction, and I have here my query. In the query part, it is from map coord, where id map coord is equals to this, the id here, it is just a variable. So it is this variable is used also here in setting my parameter. So I set my parameter in such a way that the variable int anum is equals to that id, and then I have here the query result, or the result of my query, I put that in the variable ac. So that's the meaning of that. And then since there are errors in there, we need to find also again our imports. That, see, import again. Okay, afterwards is this code. What is the meaning of this? So going back here, I have here the variable int coord also. So here I use the switch coord in such a way that in my area coord, it is an int variable. I put in case 1, I put my x1 in that, and then my x2. In the case 2, I put my the value of my y1. So those are points. I mean, these are not coordinates, but those are points. In the case 3 also, I put there my x2. So for short, I am putting all my coordinates in the variable area coord. So simply just is the meaning of that. And then I close my connection and I return my area coord. I should return the value of this area coord because my function needs a return. Okay, and besides, I will be using this area coord later on. That's why you need to return them. And besides, your code segment will error if you don't have that return statement. Okay, here. And then just to test, I created a function public void static my area, wherein I am getting the values, or I am storing the values of my function get area here. As you can see, diba? As you can see in my class get coordinates, I put their function get area. So I am assigning each of them. So in the case 1, I am assigning the value of the case 1 in my x1. The value of the case 2, the value of the case 2, there the area coords in the case 2, as you have seen lately, I am putting its value to y1 x, and then later on, as you can see there, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and then I have here x1 y1 x2 y2 x3 y3 x4 y4. For short, I am transferring the coordinates of my database in these variables. So since there are errors, we just need to find your imports. That. Afterwards is we need also to paint and draw. Since we're going to view map coordinates in a map, we are painting the coordinates in the map. So I have here the paint, that's my paint, and this is my draw. So as you can see here, I have here the add mouse motion listener. I added here a mouse motion listener because as I hover to the part of the area, that area will become opaque. Okay, get that? So here we go. So in the draw portion, it is where I am drawing now my coordinates. So area that moved to, so we put there the coordinates x1, or the points x1 and y1, they become a coordinate, and then from there it will move to x2 y2 x3 y3 x4 y4, and then I am going to close the path and I'm going to fill the area. For short, I am making here a polygon. So later on, you are going to know what I am talking about. So now I have to find my imports, and I have also to declare my variables. See that? That's the variables, public static, and then the graphics 2D, they're also variables. And I need also to find my imports, and then here I extend JPanel because I am using the JPanel. This JPanel is, I am putting this JPanel to my frame, and I am also implementing a mouse motion listener. This is for the hover purposes. Okay, so when we imported one, see, and then I need to implement all abstract. That's for my mouse motion listener. Okay, so find all the imports. So this is going back here. I am now using the public void mouse moved here over here. The function public void mouse move is where I'm putting my code, these code segments. This code segment is done. For the area 3, if x is greater than 552 and x, so here is I am establishing a limit to my polygon in such a way that when my cursor enters those limit, that area will become opaque. It will change its color, it will highlight. So I have here the conditions for the base and the range, the base and the range of the x, the base and the range of the y. So I have also here that I am getting the coordinates, so that these coordinates, these are utilized by the area that moved to, area that line to, the one that I have shown you lately. So here, the same logic goes here. So this is for the area 3, the coordinates for area 3, and the coordinates for area 4. And this also is the coordinates for area 5. Now, if the cursor is not in the boundary or in the bounds of all those coordinates, it will just going to draw the image. Going to draw the image is that as is. It does not become opaque. There is no change in the image at all, but the image remains the same. So, running this program, we will come up with this.